going to give a very brief introduction of our e-learning module as well as some of the courses. We are working with Quatara. We will provide our LMS as well as our course and integrate with Quatara's TMS. So, this is the trainee dashboard. So as soon as a trainee log in, he will see this. So on the top, there will be 4 blocks, the training plan, all the training item, CBT, exam, lectures, and practical training. And training plan is just a collection of those 4 items, and in a collection way. For example, like this. So you put a few items together and forms a curriculum, and this is much convenient for an instructor or admin to enroll students to a collection of training items. But in this particular demo, I will only demo this particular tab because this is the only interface we would provide working with Quatara's TMS. So all the other one you see, it would be disabled or hidden once the integration is completed. First of all, as I sent the brochure to you through Quatara, we have one of the biggest library in the world. We include 14 type courses and 45 specialty courses. And so that's the course library, okay? Now, in this lesson, we would only use 2 examples, 2 CBT to illustrate our graphic design capability, our course development characteristic, and our forum, things like that. So this one, it just demonstrate all the graphic. We select about 12 different animation or hotspot graphics. So this is a list. So I would go through them one by one. But before going into it, I would first explain this is our CBT player. So our player is pretty superior to the like the CPAD or the Palaces learning system player, where I was the major shareholder and CTO of Palaces before I sold it to CAE. And so there's a few characteristics our player is over our competitors. Number 1 is support dual language. So if this client require a native language, we can translate the English into the native language, and then you can play either language for faster learning. Okay. Now in here, whenever once you get in here,
during takeoff, the EEC compensates for high stress loads on engine fan blades due to crosswinds and low ground speed. This is accomplished by slowly increasing the thrust until takeoff thrust is achieved and is known as thrust ramping. It is only active on the ground with the EEC.
So on the top, it displays that this is the page index of a total of 19 pages, and this is the module index. And if you click, you can just do
General Electric CF680A2 series engines power the 767 aircraft, delivering a takeoff thrust rating of 49,200 pounds of thrust each. Select the reverse thrust levers to see the complete deploy sequence.
Now this one, it provides a hotspot that you click and then you can see the animation.
The elevators provide pitch control around the airplane's lateral axis. The elevators are positioned by the pilot's control columns. Cables connect the pilot's control columns to elevator power control units, PCUs, which are powered by hydraulic system A and B. The elevator. When you adjust the control column forward and aft, the movement is mechanically linked to the hydraulic actuators on the inboard elevators, causing them to move accordingly. This movement is then transmitted to the outboard actuators, which work together with the inboard actuators to control the movement of the aircraft's elevators. The aileron lockout system prevents the outboard ailerons from moving at high air speeds, keeping them in a neutral position. At low air speeds, the system allows the outboard ailerons to move fully, providing the necessary roll authority. This helps prevent over-controlling at high speeds. For landing, the ground spoilers are normally deployed automatically. With the speed brake lever in the arm detent position, all spoilers will be automatically deflected fully up. If the thrust levers 1 and 3 are... The B767's exterior lighting system comprises various types of lights, including landing lights, runway turnoff lights, white and red anti-collision lights, navigation, position, lights, wing leading edge illumination lights, and taxi lights. On the flight deck, you'll find controls for various lighting components including the glare shield panel and floodlights, aisle stand flood panel and floodlights, circuit breaker lights, overhead panel lights, dome lights, and indicator lights. If the flight deck number 2 windows must be used for emergency egress, use the following procedure. Open the window. Open the escape strap compartment above and aft of the window. Pull on the System B engine. Driven pump supplies the volume of hydraulic fluid needed to operate the landing gear transfer unit when all of the following conditions exist. Airborne. Number 1 engine RPM.
So this one, for each type course, we have a 3D 360 cockpit. So it model from the top all the way to the bottom. And we can also make customization of the client's cockpit and make some twist on according to your aircraft type. And we also can build some hotspot. For example, let's get to this one. This is A320. So, we just build a few samples. When you click, you can see the what is that particular knob is about. So with those graphics, we can do a pretty comprehensive animation. So we close this course and go to the other one to do a very brief explanation. So when we log in, it indicates what are the time it has accumulative today, or you want to see the record or the forum that the student or the trainee enter for this particular module. So I would spend a little bit time to explain the structure. Just now, I mainly, demo the graphics. So in here, this is the panel. You can, hide it or show it. So this is each slide, and you can specify in the LMS whether you allow them to just click at any page as I do,
Fuel pressure from the DC electrical pump.
or he has to learn it by sequence. So we have the entire set of configuration, and he can go to the very detail of the module and click at it, click at the slide that he wants to review. And here you can change the speed. Of course, we have to allow them to change the speed. Most of the time, this function is not for trainee, but for instructor, where he doesn't want to spend many hours reading through the detail, but he would want to quickly go through the course and make sure it's okay. And this is the feedback he can send back to the LMS. At this time, it's text only, but next month, we're going to release a new feature where it automatically captures the courseware, the page image, and then you can, draw on the top of the image and send your feedback.
The boost pumps.
Or this one shows the entire entire player and the detail function for every single one. So that would help the learner or trainee to learn quickly. I need to mention that
APU battery start.
We have a very nice mobile as well. And our mobile are unique in that it provides both online and offline. When I designed the Palaces version or called CrewPad, 15 years ago, at that time, the internet is not very popular and expensive. So we like to force them to download into the iPad and learn from the offline mode. And nowadays, because internet is so popular and so inexpensive, so we make both online and offline available to the trainee in order for him to enhance the learning experience. Okay, so in here,
the engine fuel feed system uses fuel boost, variable frequency pumps, and override jettison pumps to make.
There's another feature we call a related courses. So the knowledge point defined for this slide in this course is the same as one of the slide in a different course. So when you click and you can play the course. So this is very useful when you try to learn a related course. And after you learn it, and then you just, so it's exactly the same, except it's a different course. Or you can, enter the forum on this course so that student can, exchange idea or give some comments to this course. But of course, you can have control. The admin can control which course you would like to open to forum and which course you don't want to open to forum. That's the basic description of our e-learning module.